Welcome everyone. We're really happy to have you join the 2022 Nexon Developers Conference. The NDC team has been working hard to put together a great program for you. NDC is an important event for Nexon, and we really hope you get a lot out of it. I want to start by talking briefly about Jay Kim, Nexon's founder and our friend. Nexon's management team, our game directors, and others who knew him well have spent time together talking about Jay as we struggle to make sense of the loss of our friend. Jay was a massive inspiration to us and to the world. As you can imagine, our grief and our sense of loss has been profound. Now, while Jay wasn't involved in the day-to-day running of the company, and he hadn't been on the board of directors since 2016, his impact on our way of thinking is everywhere. None of us would be here today talking about games and virtual worlds if it weren't for Jay. Nexon created the first MMORPG, Kingdom of the Winds, in 1996. And the first free-to-play game, Quiz, also came from Nexon. And because of free-to-play, we got virtual currencies in games. Today, all these years later, the biggest technology companies on the planet refer to that combination of innovations as the metaverse, as they struggle to define what they even mean by that word. And they've been spending hundreds of billions of dollars to figure out how to build it. Jay, as founder of Nexon, wasn't just an early pioneer and way ahead of his time, he changed entertainment forever. What did it take to make him an icon of innovation? Well, the answers sound simple, but are nearly impossible to follow. One answer is to be willing to be different, to try things that are different from what anyone else is even thinking about. To be completely original and stand alone against the crowd. And to be unique, you must be willing, indeed, you need to take satisfaction from doing things that are very different from anyone else. You must be very willing to be criticized and ridiculed by the crowd. And you have to risk total failure. That is a difficult proposition and a very lonely one. It's easy to say, just be different, and nearly impossible to do in practice. As humans, we're a very social species, and every fiber of our brain fears standing out from the crowd. Fear of failure is real. Every creator has it. To say you just need to innovate ignores what makes innovation so hard. The easiest thing to do, the thing that everyone around us wants us to do, is to do the same thing as everyone else. But to take on that fear and to do something truly original is in fact a deeply heroic act. Why? Because it moves the world forward. We admire and love the innovators like Jay precisely because they shepherded into the world things that nobody else was able to do or even to think of. My colleagues and I talk a lot about this at Nexon. Sometimes we hear that only the young can innovate, since the young are less set in their ways, less encumbered by responsibility, and less knowledgeable of the consequences of failure. That may be true, but there's an alternative argument. The source could be something different. People who are truly innovative, young or old, from any country, have at their core a deep understanding that life is short, that every moment counts, that unlike money or fame or anything else, time is the one thing you can never get back. And once they realize that, they start to care much more about the time they have. They want to invest it as wisely as they can. They want to use it to do great things. They push themselves to great things because they realize how beautiful the world can be and how they can make it a better place if they use their time wisely. The most creative entrepreneurs, artists, musicians, filmmakers, and game makers seem to understand this. And this gives them the courage to actually follow through on innovation, despite how scary it is. They're willing to be unique and to ignore what everyone else is doing. They realize the world around them needs improving, and they have the power to change the world for the better. As I speak to you today, we live in a time of great division and fear about the future. The world does need improving. The world needs leadership and courage now more than ever. The great artists and entrepreneurs have always insisted on using their limited time on Earth to build things that make the world a better place. And in doing so, they inspire others to do the same. And interactive entertainment and virtual worlds are rapidly becoming the center of the arts and entertainment. This set of innovations that make up virtual worlds, pioneered in Korea 25 years ago, is the center of gravity that the entertainment world is coalescing around. That means that the people at this conference have a profound opportunity to lead and inspire the rest of the world in the coming years. Nexon's own product lineup for the next 24 months reflects this ambition to bring our form of entertainment, deeply immersive virtual worlds, to a global audience. Our development teams have been pushing themselves to experiment and to do things in new and different ways. We anticipate having both successes and failures. But we think this mindset represents a huge opportunity for everyone here at NDC. Everyone at this conference has a chance to make online entertainment experiences that will find and inspire a massive global audience. And the way forward is to push through the challenges of innovation, the loneliness, the fear of criticism and failure, to create a work of interactive entertainment that makes the world a better place. We hope you enjoy the next few days, and we applaud your spirit and courage. Thank you.